Hey everyone, it's Rachel at Moonlight Library. This is my kitchen, or I guess my dinette. What do you call this? A counter? Sit time. Today we're gonna do a bookshelf organization video. We're gonna go through all the areas I keep my books, all the areas I've been just setting books down, clean them up, put them where they should be. I think I'm just gonna stack all my books into one area. I'm filming. I think I'm gonna stack all my books into one area and then figure out how I want that organization to work. And then and then go from there, see how much of everything I have. I think I want to separate them by read and unread. I'm not entirely sure. So we're gonna go through that chaos and figure out what it looks like and what I can do with it. Let's start with the area we all know and love. It's my bookshelves. There are more bookshelves here than you usually see. Me, my brother, and my roommate as children. Aren't we cute? Yeah, so it is a wreck in here. You usually see this from a different angle. Some books on a chair. So usually I would do my book club shelves. A lot of these are from my book club. And then I also have book of the month books that used to be together, but now they're just all over. Here's a good amount of my graphic novels. I have a lot of those in my closet. I am not opening up my closet to show you guys. Maybe I should. I'm going to pull out all my graphic novels though and just stack them up and see what happens. I'm going to start pulling things from here and put them in my living room. If only I had like a cart or something. I mean, I do have a cart. I could just use my cart. I have one of these things. Most people don't just pick them up and show you, but you know, one of these bad boys. It was my sewing cart. A little seamstress over here. Okay. It's like I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to do just a fiction section or like a specialty fiction section, mystery section, split it up by genre? I mainly have fiction. I have some nonfiction though. Who am I kidding? I have started piling books in the other room, which I'll show you in a bit. And I've started going by fiction, nonfiction, and then within the fiction, nonfiction shelves, I've started doing whether I've read or haven't read it, just to kind of like give myself better idea as to like what I need to read. But then again, it's like, so take for example, I've read Little Friend by Donna Tartt, which doesn't have a cover on it, sorry guys, and Secret History by Donna Tartt. Don't I want to keep Goldfinch with them? It'd be nice to put them together, but I haven't read Goldfinch. You know, I'm just going to organize it how I want to organize it right now, and then maybe we'll have another one of these videos where I go through things again, because I've decided that I want to keep authors together, or I could alphabetize by the last name of the author for the fiction sections. This isn't even my receipt. Wow. This is from 2012. I didn't own this book in 2012. Someone was in Melbourne, Florida and went to TGI Fridays. It doesn't say what they bought. Should I throw that out? Oh, didn't realize I had that. Should I put all my Japanese fiction together? No, that's crazy. Maybe I should though. Look at that. Crying of Lot 49. You can never have too many copies of Thomas Pynchon's Crying of Lot 49. That's what everyone says. And put them right next to each other on the shelf. One of them's annotated by me. Gel pen, too. Who loves reading with gel pen? What did I write? Does anything really fit together? Ooh. What's going on there? Oh my god, I have so many books. So I had a great idea. I'm going to organize them by read and not read. So have like a fiction section, nonfiction section, short story section. Because I think I want to take short stories section out of the regular ones. And then within those sections do read and unread. And then with my book of the month, I'm going to keep the ones that I haven't read together. Why do I have multiple copies of the same book? This one's embossed though. That's pretty cool. Well, I really like this book. I don't like the author that much. This weird area in my room between my wall and my bed, and I keep a bookshelf here, and there's like barely anything on it. It's like a million Junes and life-changing magic of tidying up. Cool. One library book, Real Murders by Charlene Harris, the woman who wrote the Sophie Stackhouse books. Brandon Sanderson's Words of Radiance. A book called Animal Money that I can't show most of the cover for. If you want to see this cover, please look it up online. It's by Michael Sisko. There's a lot of nudity. Yes. There's also a cat in there. I don't even know where he came from. My crossword book. More library books. The plan for this bookshelf is I'm thinking that I'm going to take my library books and put them on here. I'm probably not going to show you too much about this one. Maybe someday I'll do like a, why do I have 500 library books taken out at a time thing when I own so many books. This is volume 1 of the omnibus for Sandman. I think it's one of those things that maybe I should show off. Okay, this is the next area. This has just become my dumping zone for when I'm doing a video. Being like, Rachel, please move us. Okay, you're facing further up into these cabinets. This is me as a child. So another area we're not going to touch is my Stephen King shelf because it looks fine up here. I also have one Joe Hill in the mix. If you're wondering what it looks like so far, this is it. I have it in classics. I'm using my foot. Books I've read are facing this way. Books I haven't read are facing this way. Then I have short stories. These are all fiction, and then fiction. I haven't really genre'd them. Then I have right here our book of the month. Short stories I've read. Nonfiction I haven't read. Nonfiction's all together right now. It's that right now, because I haven't really got to those shelves. Up here is just a cluster of random. Yep. This is a very important book. Very important book. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. It's a script of the movie. Pretty cool. Also pictures. What? Then we have graphic novels, young adult, because I haven't gotten to that area of my bookshelves. Is there horror back here? But I think I'm going to add them over to here. They're like horror mystery over there. So I will move them here. So this bookshelf has literally no order to it. It used to be my read books and then unread books. bookshelf is filled with God knows what. So, yeah. So this is where I keep a lot of my, like, I wouldn't call them more embarrassing, but I'd call them not my best books, or best looking books. Why do I have a large print? Oh, I should put that out somewhere. This is actually pretty cool. I'll probably keep this as my young adult area. That's clear. Okay, so these are my complete book stacks. That's a lot of books. It's not all the books I own though, sadly. Some of them are at my dad's house. I could go get them, but that's like hundreds more books. So we're just gonna pretend like I don't have those right now because I don't physically have them. My cat's biting me. That's fine. You want to be in the video. These are going to be my fiction, or these are my classics. Fiction that I've read, fiction I haven't read. Non-fiction's back here, short stories are around here. It's a little messy around me. Graphic novels, non-fiction, that's interspersed read and unread. Young adult stuff, little poetry, most of that's at my dad's house. This is a current TBR, and I have some current TBR up there with you. I have some that are put off to the side that I need to incorporate into this. I'm going to alphabetize, do a classic shelf, because I think I have enough for that long brown bookshelf that's like kind of like the open one. Then maybe I'll do like on the brown like legal-ish one, the top with the glass, I'll do fantasy and science fiction, and then on the bottom I'm going to do young adult, and then in where I like film most of my wrap-ups, my office, I'll probably do all my fiction, and then non-fiction somewhere too. Yeah, there's a lot, and I need to figure that out. I'll show you as I go along like where things end up being. I'm gonna kind of veg out and order these by author, which is gonna take quite some time, but will it be fun? Yes, it will be fun. I'm gonna really enjoy it. So if you're ever wondering why I don't film here, it's because it's awkward. And yes, but this bookshelf is complete. We have, in alphabetical order, all my classics. You can't really see the top, but my top shelf is gonna be just classics. Second shelf is gonna be classics with Barnes & Noble editions. They match each other, so there you go. Then I have all my Toni Morrisons all together on this stack, and it keeps going with the alphabetical order of the classics. Down, classics, what? Thomas Pynchon all together, cool. And then you can't see my bottom shelf, but I'll show you a thing. It is gonna be some nonfiction that I put together that I thought looked nice with my horsies. So it's cute, yeah. That's that shelf. So on this shelf is obviously my regular filming area. It's gonna be red on this side because these are all the books I've read thus far from this area. And then unread on this side. They're both in alphabetical order separately by last name of author, and then within an author, alphabetical order for the titles of the books. I don't have my TBR shelf here. Yes, there is one book sitting on top. We'll get there. I guess that's the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed watching all of these books and how I've ordered them a little bit. Yeah, maybe I'll give a bookshelf tour someday and actually talk about the books on the shelves and kind of like books you may never hear about. Yeah.